If you're a manual Forex trader or you follow manual Forex traders online, you're probably a sucker. We're now in 2021, and recent studies show that 90% of profitable traders are algorithmic traders, so traders that use auto trading tools to profit in the Forex market. So the reason why manual traders they suffer so much and the majority of them lose is because they're having to deal with emotions. Emotions are the single number one reason why the majority lose. And they also can't sleep at night. They don't have healthy lifestyles because they can't sleep because they're trying to trade all the available sessions, the European, the Japanese, the New York. And they also have to babysit their trades. They have to have tons of screen time. And they can't backtest properly as well because it's really difficult to backtest longer than 2 to 3 years as a manual trader. Some of you might be disagreeing with me. You might be thinking, well, I have really good discretion as a manual trader. And I've been doing this for a year and I'm still profitable. The thing is that the majority of you saying that are not profitable. You're just lying to yourself and you're lying to other people. This is what's the biggest problem out there right now is everybody says that they're a profitable trader and the majority are not. It's a known fact that 94% of overall traders are losers. And so all these people that are telling you that they're profitable are most likely not being honest about it. So this is one reason why I moved to algorithmic trading 8 years ago. I noticed that emotions were going to be a killer for me. And so that's why I developed 180 algorithms, trying to find profitable patterns within the market that were profitable for 10, 15, 17, even 17 years of time. The longer I could find a profitable pattern and to profit using that pattern, the more likely it is to continue profiting in the future. And so this is one of the benefits and one of the advantages of being an algorithmic trader. And one reason why I'm going to try to convince you today to start looking into algorithmic options for your trading so you can start having an edge over those manual traders that have an awful lifestyle. So let's get into the charts right now. All right, so this is the system I'm going to be showing you today. It's a 2-indicator system, and this could be traded manually, but I'm also going to be showing you how I was able to program it into an algorithm and what that looks like. So this is the super trend indicator, okay? And you can see right here, this is what the name of it's called, so you can actually download it yourself. You can check it out. So it's the super trend NRP new MTF2. All right, so the reason why this indicator is so cool and why I've mentioned it in previous videos is because it can pull the trend off of a different time frame than the one that's being displayed. So I'm pulling the trend off of the daily time frame and it's displaying on the hour, so the H1 time frame. So it's really effective, and these indicators are some of the best that you can use in trading in general because it's displaying multiple time frames on one chart. All right, so I'm using it in tandem with the Rmi indicator that you see right here. And the RMI is really cool because it doesn't show you overbought or oversold market conditions like everybody's always talking about, because you can't the Forex market can never be overbought or oversold. But what this indicator can show you is a decent amount of price data. So it can show you from the top to the bottom, and it can show you that from the top to the bottom was above 70 and the bottom was below 30. And when we have a good amount of price that has happened in one direction, that means that, you know, the idea of what goes up must go down, or what goes down must go up at some point. And the more movement that we have in one direction without any pullback, the more likely we are to have that pullback. And as you can see right here, that's when that continuation went back up with the trend. So we don't know when that's actually going to happen, but we have an idea because when the momentum indicator starts crossing above, that means that there is some momentum on the upside and we could see the continuation of the trend. So that's exactly what we're doing with the system. We're basically entering when we go below 30 and it crosses above, below 30 crosses above, and we're taking all those positions right here, here, here. And that's when we're getting those potential pullbacks within that trend. So that's what it looks like on the manual side, and you can actually trade the system, but the problem is that you have to wait for that to actually dip below and to cross above. And there are no indicator, there's no alerts, there's no email alerts, there's no sound alerts for that to happen. You could probably program something like that, but it takes a lot of effort and work to do that. So what I did was I ended up making this whole idea into an algorithm. So this is what it looks like with the system. So I'm going to add the the super trend indicator to the chart. We're going to make sure it's displaying on the daily. I'm going to remove the grid so you can see better. Okay, and we're going to make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so this is what the system looks like, and you can see that all the trades were taken with the daily trend, right? So you saw how good that was and how many trades that were actually profiting, and this is with the 50 pip stop loss. So we had it cross there, we had a loss there, we had a loss here, we had a loss here, because we had a bit of a fake out with the trend as it continued back down. This one was a loss as well because we didn't get enough of we didn't get our 50 pip pullback. This one was a profit. This one was a profit as well, and that's when we caught the very bottom of the move. So the thing is that we got taken out on all of this move right here because of all these false breakouts, and then this one was the big one. So that was the profitable trade, and then it started continuing back up, and we ended up taking a loss right here. But this was profitable, this one was profitable, this one was a loss, this one was profitable, this one was profitable, this was a loss, this one was a loss, this one was profitable. So that is real trading. And you're never going to know how profitable the system actually looks, and it looks way more profitable with me describing how it looks like in the manual setup. And this is typically what you see with all of the manual traders out there on YouTube, on Twitter, on Google. All their videos, they're cherry picking the trades and making them look like they're actually better than they are. And when you see it in an algorithm style or built into the algorithm, this is what it looks like. Whoa, that sucks. that's hard. And so you're thinking that, like, well, I think there's still potential with this this algorithm, and so I'm going to change the settings a little bit. I'm going to change and give this a slight martingale risk management to help it out. So we're going to start the test right now and to see what that does. So this is going to give a 1.5 times increase on the next order. So when a loss happens, we increase the risk slightly so we can have a better recovery on the trades. So this is what it's looking like, and we're trading from 2018 on, so this is 2 years, and it's already looking better. So what this is, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So the trades that take a loss, so this is a loss, this is a loss, this is a loss, loss, and then we finally get that win. So we are increasing the risk on each trade after each consecutive trade slightly, and then this one recovers the trades a bit more. It doesn't recover all of it because we're only doing 1.5 times risk, but these are the kind of modifications that you can do within algorithmic trading that give you an advantage, where you can make a system that a manual trader is not profitable with. You could potentially make it profitable by making some tweaks to the indicators. So the indicators that you see right here. So maybe it's better to run it on the H4 or the 4-hour chart and pull the data from that. What about changing the RMI settings? So for example, the RMI is the RMI period being 14 is the best. Are the levels of 30 and 70 being the best? All these things you can change within an algorithm so much better to make it to give it more potential for profiting in the market over the long term. So these are the kind of tools that you have at your disposal as an algorithmic trader, and the reason why 90% of them are profitable, or 90% of profitable traders are algorithmic traders. So we have this type of advantage, and this is something that I want you guys to explore, whether it's with your own algorithms, whether it's with mine, because what I've been able to do, this is what happens with manual traders. They actually can't, the emotions get to them. This is Anthony Wins. He was a really good trader, and he lost millions of dollars, I think either $5 or maybe even $10 million, because he got emotional and took some bad positions and lost a ton of money right there. But what I was going to show you is my algorithms. My algorithms have long-term history, and this is the profitable patterns that I was talking about before, and how I was able to scout out, modify, and find those profitable patterns that have been working in the past, and they have the potential to work in the future. So the longer that they've worked in the past, the more likely they have to work in the future. And this goes for all of my algorithms. So the same thing right here with the pinpoint algorithm. This is running all the way back to 2003, showing me profitable data. So these are the things that we were working with as profitable as algorithmic traders. And I hope that this inspires you to go down this route, because manual traders are suckers. they spend way too much time to not make enough profit. I think that they would do much better if they were able to find new routes using auto trading tools. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you on the next one.